So one question that a lot of people have asked me about my surgery is why? Like, why are you getting it? It's not that bad. They're like, oh, well, come on, I didn't even notice it. And they're like, I had to point it out. And then people are like, ah, I still don't even notice. It doesn't look that bad. And I know they're being nice, but they don't have to look at me every day. Well, I guess they have to look at me. I don't have to look at myself every day. But I'm just constantly, it's hard to talk with these surgical hooks, but I'm constantly thinking about my job. Always, like in everything I do. Like right now, I'm very conscious of it, obviously, doing a video blog of it. But I'm always conscious of like how my face looks or how I sound, um, and like what my mouth is doing, and how to hide it. I spend a lot of my time hiding how my teeth actually look, and I guess I've been doing such a good job that I have to like convince people that I have an underbite for them to believe me, and even then, they're just like, "Oh, it's still not that bad." Um, so I guess the biggest problem though is the fact that it almost feels as if my bottom jaw is trying to shoot out of my face. There's a lot of pain right here in my ears, a lot of tension in my jaw. I can't sleep. I don't even think I've slept a full night in weeks. And if I do, it's like maybe like 5, 6 hours before I wake up in the middle of the night and just confused. Um, it's hard for me to breathe. I can't chew food, especially now. Like after, like my braces. Yeah, I mean, my orthodontist and my surgeon both told me that while moving my teeth, that my bite will get worse, and it has. It's gotten a lot worse. It's hard for me to eat anything really. And I have like two teeth on either end that are actually biting down, which is tough because it's hard for me to eat already. Not to mention make it a little bit worse. And I got the hooks in. Now I'm going to get it broken, so I'm never going to eat again. So the gist of it is that it's just so cumbersome in every sort of fashion. Is I went to school to be an actor, and that's what I want to do. I want to act, and I know that the acting world is very superficial, but that's not really what bothers me. Because I don't care. I don't care about the superficiality of it. I just know that I have to like maintain at least a minimum before I can actually do anything. And my jaw is a minimum. It's just something you have to do. I'm not going to be kind of like a joke. I've looked. Anytime I see somebody that's famous with an underbite, I'm always like, "Yeah, go get them." It's almost like someone who's famous, who's like a little person, or who's just got Down syndrome. It's not the same thing, but it's just like it just stands out so quickly with me. So I'm like, that person has an underbite. Oh my gosh, look how well they're doing. Look how hard. I mean, because the Hollywood is such a superficial thing that if you want to be an actor, you almost have to overcome it. And I guess I'm fortunate that this is a possibility for me, that I am able to change it. I am able to do something different and able to make the best out of a terrible situation. Um, and aside from that kind of stuff, I just can't deal with it anymore. Being up on stage, I can't even do film work. Like right now, I'm like really self conscious about how looking at it. I'm like, people are gonna watch this and like, what is his mouth doing? Looks like a crocodile. Or from Finding Nemo, you remember the shark who had like the fish bones in his, and he's like talks like this, and it comes out like that. Or I remember Daniel Tosh made a joke about Michael Phelps, who has an underbite. Go him, gold medalist. But talked about how Michael Phelps would tread water with his underbite. There's an actor in Red Dawn who got a lot of bad reviews because of his underbite. A lot of different stuff like that, and so it's an emotional barrier, an emotional wall that it's hard to get over. So aside from I keep saying aside from the emotional stuff, the physical stuff is tough. Um, I have a lot of pain or a lot of straining in my face. My sinuses are terrible. It doesn't matter what kind of weather's outside. My nose is always like running. I'm always congested. I sound like I'm stuffed up because my face is like sunken in. Like if you look at my profile, it almost looks like a moon. You can't see that, but a moon shape. A moon shape, rather than like the symmetrical figure. And it's almost as if I got punched in the face and everything just sunk in. Everything just sunk in from the side. Everything just sunk in, and now I've had to deal with that as well. And that's I guess a physicalization of why my top jaw is so far back. My nose is pushed back, and I have these like big black eyes because everything is pushed in. So that's hopefully what they're going to be alleviating, and I guess only time will tell on how much of a change it will make, but it will definitely be better than what it is now.